Hello world, I'm Donoraffe, and this is Fault Hunters. Today we're going to get into that wither skeleton farm as I promised last episode, and just some quality life upgrades and some other things, so stick around. Leave me a like and a subscribe on this video, and sit back and enjoy. We've been really busy, and this took most of a weekend, I will be honest. I made a fairly straightforward wither skeleton farm, mostly Ren's kind of Ren's take on somebody else's design. I will put both of those in the comments. One, Ren building his, and two, the thing that goes back to the original video. The original video is actually really easy to follow. One thing that I will very highly suggest is do it in a soul sand valley and not in half a basalt delta like I did, because these guys are really hard to stop spawning. You can see there are buttons everywhere. I did not place these by hand. I used the building gadget, which is a pretty easy way to deal with a lot of this. The nice part about the soul sand is that you can light it up and it prevents spawning. As you can see over here, I did a lot of fire, and it actually prevents the mobs from spawning, and you can see kind of where that ends. And how I did that was a mod called Bounding Box Reloaded, and what that does is you can see kind of all those red spots. All of those red spots are spawnable places. And I will call out the one reason that I'm doing this is, even though, for whatever reason, I have set this to U, bounding box outline reloaded. I've set this to shift U. For whatever reason, when I load the pack, it stays U. You saw that I just kind of set it to itself again. It still looks for the B key, which is my backpack key. So I'm trying to open my backpack and it, doesn't do anything. I realize, oh yeah, I need to go back in there and open that up. So if we go and check this out again, now you can see, so spawning mechanics in Minecraft, simple listen, 32 blocks away from the character is a sphere that mobs do not spawn in. So if you're within this range, this isn't where you actually stand for the mob farm, so it doesn't actually disable 90% of it. That's outside that range, mobs can spawn. The bigger one, which is 128 blocks away, they can spawn, which is why you see over here kind of all the magma cubes jumping around, because I did not button these areas up. Still a little bit more work to do to get this farm at optimal and really functioning and firing on all 12 cylinders. But yeah, the farm itself, not that difficult. This is why we needed the wither roses. As I said, I wanted to create a wither farm so that we could get some beacons. But this was definitely not optimal placement. I should have put it at this crossroad right here, because it would have been more in the Soul Sand Valley. Yeah, there's not that many. There's honestly not that many left, so we will maybe take another quick attempt at buttoning and see how far we get. All of that said, still not a terrible farm, you know? Like, that's a lot of wither skeletons. And, you know, they're all one-hit kills, so, you know, not too bad. I got a wither skeleton skull just from that batch, so... Oh, Dono from the future coming at you. As you can see, buttoned everything up pretty substantially, and honestly, man, the farm kills it a little bit. It's it spawns things fairly quickly. And, you know, as you can see from the minimap radar and such, we're not getting a ton of magma cubes at all. Or, you know, any other spawns for that matter over here. So yeah, really happy with how everything turned out. And, you know, skulls for days. Could use like a modular router or two, just to you know, get rid of the swords and stuff like that. But I mean, we've been here for just about the amount of time that I started, and we almost have a wither's worth of wither skeleton skulls. You can see them, you know, coming in pretty quick. And boom, I already have a wither skeleton. Or sorry, we already have a wither. This said, however, in you know, true my luck fashion. Oh, this is my mock now. You'll see this in quite a few videos because I am very behind in editing. But in absolutely true Dono luck fashion, I generally almost immediately got this egg after completing that farm. So yeah, I can just pop him in here and you know, I don't even need to kill him because I have a player damage plate here, and you know, just hang out. If I want more skulls, I can just come over here and AFK for an hour and I have plenty of skulls. But yeah, you know, that's just my luck. It's how my life works most of the time. Yeah, 25. A quick tip for those of you who, like me, hate waiting for things to smelt. If you have a vault tool that has smelting, as you can see on this guy, with the building gadget, I usually just kind of make a big cube. When I break down a block of ore, as you can see, it's just giving me that ore block. So now I have 131 blocks of copper. So no coal used, super quick way to smelt your items. And we need some knowledge. We're gonna do 5, I think. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bam. Time for some good old-fashioned quality of life. I think I'm going belts next. I'm born for big mods. I almost want to just go mechanism because I mean I can't. I'm not able to do like, hey, we're doing this space theme and then do create. I love create. Definitely think it's probably the best mod personally in that big mod section, but I think I'm gonna wait until I can get mechanism, which will wait until after I get loot belts because I want a bigger backpack for like this backpack before I do anything else. But we get the feeding upgrades. We need, I'm gonna do 2, I think. Yeah, they're not that expensive. And, oh. Act meat. So, can I do it? I can do it. Awesome. 2 of those. Okay. So we go 1. What? Oh. Upgrade. I don't know why I had that other one in there. That's funny. And then 4 blocks of gold. And voila. All right, we need a stack upgrade. Yeah, why not? We're just gonna make it easier on ourselves. So the feeding upgrade, super nice. Can just slap that in there. Only eat when I'm hungry enough to eat, which means when I get 4 haunches down, that's gonna eat that. And definitely as soon as I get hurt, if I can eat, I will eat. And this is gonna be an allow list. And that's for this backpack. The other backpack, which is over here, is also gonna get this. And we're gonna eat the Vault Sweets when I'm hurt and when I'm hungry enough and allow. So that's just gonna eat only the Vault Sweets. And then I don't need to actually worry about eating in the vault, which is kind of cool. And as you might have peeked in my inventory, I have some wither destruction in store. Nothing fancy here, just plain old easy cheesy wither. So he grows up and then he gets trapped in the block, begins to suffocate, is ridiculously loud, but is ultimately very cheesable. So I will be right back with you once this is finished. Let the fun begin. Oh yeah. That's a lot of chromatic steel. And before I forget, skill altar. Skill altars are actually a really neat block. I can export what my talents are and then kind of change them. You can share them with people on a multiplayer server and also kind of import export them, which is a really kind of a neat thing. They do require orbs of regret, because basically what it does is it just uses as much to transfer over whatever skills you decide to remove, and then automatically adds the appropriate ones back based on the skill tree that you decided to use. And that's what I wanted to see. There's a lot of stuff in here, but I will dig through that and dig through that off camera. Transmog table. Catalysts explains how catalysts work. You need to infuse them in an infusion table. As you add catalysts to a vault crystal, it can kind of make it unmodifiable. It can also randomly add curses. So we need to get an infusion table, which shouldn't be god awful to make. I wasn't gonna do relics, but I think, to be perfectly honest, I am gonna do relics because there's no point in me not doing it. This adds vault time, but they're kind of redoing it in the next major release, but I don't know when the next major release is, so I'm just gonna probably end up using them. So I've been a pretty busy bee since the last clip. Ground a couple levels out, and I've put together a little bit of a schematic on what I really want to do for outside, which we shall free cam and take a swing around. Um, the blue wool will be the kind of older native, more like this, and the white, I'm envisioning a little bit of the space age containery type things, almost storage units, similar to this guy. And what that will kind of represent is that as the vault hunters have come in, they've really just set up camp around this portal and the entrance into the vaults. And as you can see, there are 4 colored beacons. Each of these colors represent one of the vault gods. Really want to take a look at putting these pedestals up with representations of the vault gods in front of each of these beacons. And I think that'll be really, really cool. The last little section is a little bit of a greenhouse around this little area. And yeah, all of that will need to wait till next episode because obviously I'm very out of video time. And I thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you really enjoyed yourself and consider leaving a like and a subscribe on the video just to help me reach a new audience and broaden this channel. Enjoy, guys. Be good to each other, and I'll see you later. Bye.